Hello again and welcome back. If you could build the perfect place to live, what would it be like? A crucially important way of challenging an environment of uncertainty is to create as much certainty as we can. Stephen Covey, in his book The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, talks about life as being made up of 3 zones. We have the zone of circumstances, stuff that will happen regardless of what we do about it. And since we've precious little if any influence over this zone, the best we can do in response is to be concerned about it. Then we have another zone, which is an aspect of life over which we have some influence. But it's a zone in which other forces and factors are also competing with us to affect what happens there. And then we have the zone of life we can pretty much control ourselves, the zone of our thinking and behaviour. The idea of creating zones of influence isn't new. There is, for example, an ancient prayer from the Christian Celtic tradition in which the pilgrim prays, "Circle me, Lord, keep protection near and danger afar. Circle me, Lord, keep hope within, keep doubt without. Circle me, Lord, keep peace within, keep evil without." The wisdom contained in this prayer is the focus not so much on specific activity that you can or can't do in your circle, but rather the kinds of things you want to happen there. To take another analogy, you could think in terms of a zone of your life being like an island in an ocean. In the ocean is uncertainty, storms, tides, and perhaps there be sea dragons, but the environment in which all that happens is the sea. Your environment is the island, and you get to decide the kinds of things that happen there. So how do we turn this into a life hack? Well, start by telling yourself what you need from your island. My island is a place where... what? Be as specific as possible. Think about the physical and tangible options. It could be a place, for example, where certain activities and people are allowed in and others stay out. It could be a place where you don't look at emails, or a place where you only speak or interact with people you like. Also have regard to what happens there on a mental and an emotional level. On the mental level, play with this thought. We could talk about entertaining ideas or harbouring thoughts. To take the Celtic prayer circle as a basis, doubts, those thoughts or imaginations that make you feel insecure or which explore how you're going to fail, are treated like potential guests. They don't get invited into your circle. They're not welcome there. They're noisy, inconsiderate, and don't like it when you tell them it's time to leave. You have to meet them in other zones of life, but they don't get entertained in your circle. The circle is the place where your only thought guests are those that you invite, those who are generous, want the best for you, and who bring with them the gift of hope, your aspirations and ambitions, your imaginations of what can go well and which give you a vision of success. Well, going back to our island, we could use the image of the harbour. When doubt wants to dock and unload its cargo of negativity, you don't give it a landing permit. There's no place for those negative emotions that are bad for your well-being. You don't, for example, harbour resentment or ill will. It can be helpful to use a physical space as the locus for your circle or island. It could be a room if you're sufficiently blessed to have a space like this, or it could be a particular chair in your house or an area in your garden, or maybe a spot on a walk close to home. It could be a time. For many of my clients, their coaching conversation is one of these safe spaces where they can focus on what gives them hope, strength, insight and confidence, and filter out influences that are negative and undermining. But wherever that space is, you need to protect it. It's your zone of certainty, and you get to choose what happens there, physically, mentally, and if your view of the world embraces this as well, spiritually. We all need spaces like this, circles of security or islands of sanctuary that we go out from to face wider and more uncertainty in the world, or to which we can return to refocus, recharge and re-energise. Where's yours? Until next time.